So, trending all across social media. So this is going to be what? Today's Saturday, right? So tomorrow, the beginning of the final week of the Big Brother Naija season 10. So I don't know. But let me begin from Adekunle's reaction to Imisi and Mensah singing his song some few days back. Let me see if I can pull that up for you. We could check this out. Oh my goodness! I mean, these songs are just evergreen. Fabulous songs from Adekunle. And Adekunle just reacted to these rendition of his songs by Imisi and Mensah a few days back, and he says, "What vote? Good morning, my faves. Vote Imisi. Good morning, my faves. Vote Imisi. Oh well." It's okay. I think there's another controversy that happened recently. I think somebody asked, as a kingmaker, asked Adekunle Gold, I know you have choice of rooting for anybody, but what or why exactly Imisi, who continuously clowns around? And then, guess what? Adekunle Gold actually replied him with this. He's asking him, you're telling me about jump questions by asking those questions. But anyway, guys, look, there's no sugarcoating it. If you have been following Big Brother Nigeria house game in the past 5-10 years, you will know that the winner is usually almost known within the second and the third week. Something just happens, and then it's creates that vibe all the way through to the end of the season. When this guy won, the guy that loved Kitchen, forgotten his name now, that did music that didn't even blow. When FA won, the same thing. When Ilebaye won, the same thing. There's just something that just happens. Sometimes the show of vulnerability by the housemate, by one housemate, and then the condescending look or the condescending rebuke by people make Nigerians emotionally attached to the person who has been rebuked. Ilebaye's case is one of the examples. Ilebaye was bullied in the house. And they said, okay, you guys are superstars, right? Because it's an all-stars game, right? You guys think Ilebaye cannot amount to anything. We'll show you. And then she actually won it right on top of the head of the person who was the previous winner. Same thing with what was it? FA's season. He showed his vulnerable side, and many persons saw him as someone who's come from a very humble background, and this monies would do well for him than anything else, all right, or than anybody in the house. So they gave it to him. You know, it's always almost like that. And by the way, the voting patterns also is one of the reasons why I think that it's a given for Imisi. If you check the voting pattern, you will notice that Big Brother doesn't show the entire voting anymore. You know, previously they used to show everything. They show who came first, who came second, and then the last three that they evicted in that show. But they don't do that again because it's easy to predict who was going to win. Guess what? I won't tell you how I noticed or how I've checked, but even the week that Imisi is not put up for eviction, do you know she beats people who were put up for eviction? You guys don't even know what's coming. This last week, and I have done a little, I've done several experiments, but this one that I just cooked up. I just for my own stood up and I cooked up the experiment. I thought that you guys will notice. Go and check all of the videos I have made on this channel. This channel is brand new. I just opened this channel not up to 1 week ago. Today is Saturday, right? I opened it this week that we are in, this channel. And guess what? I have done videos on several issues in the Big Brother house, whether it's Faith, Sultana, Dede, and the likes. And guess what? Every single video that I have done for that is around in Imisi, anything, whether it's Imisi that Imisi is flying away or Imisi is jumping on the floor, the video crosses over 8,500. In every single thing about Imisi. If I do something now on Imisi, like I just do anything like Imisi just do like this, you can't do like this, you can't do you buji. I mean, it will trend. It will go a long way. What does that mean? People are looking for content of Imisi. Now, let's go to how she may have sold herself in the house. Because again, it's also about how you sell yourself, how you put out yourself for people to basically endear themselves to you. And sometimes it's not even what you did or how you did it. It's about the combination of factors. You know, the recent factor that may have more or less endeared people to Imisi now is the fact that Faith had an issue with Imisi, and Faith, because of the cerebral nature of Faith, he's brilliant, he's a doctor, he has a way with words and all of those stuff, he's intelligent and all of those things. That issue that happened a few days ago made it look like Faith bullied Imisi. And so you know how it is with, because you are brilliant now, Imisi is not that is not at your par or at your level, so you want to condescendingly talk down on her. Okay, you know what? We're going to show you Pepper. That's Nigerians for you. And Big Brother really has never been a platform where where you could say, this is the most intelligent person, let's give it to him. This is the most brilliant person, let's give it to him. The year that Erica was disqualified, I think that's the year that one the slim guy that won. The name keeps skipping my mind, but I know you understand. You may know the name of the person. Erica looked down on the guy, and the guy looked brilliant. The guy liked Erica genuinely, but Erica keeps pushing him away and trying to say, you are not up to my standard. Look at you, what's on your body? And of course, Erica was every now and then pushing towards the billionaire son, who lives in London. This name keeps coming up, but I know you know what I'm talking about. So that also endeared a lot of people to this guy. So, okay, who is this guy that Erica? Because Erica was practically beautiful. Everybody was following Erica, but they didn't like that behavior from Erica. How she talked down on the guy, and then at the end of the day, the guy, I think that was even from when he started showing how brilliant he really was. So it happened that he got the money. So something almost always triggers something that happens to somebody that now people now say, you know what the heck, let's do this to make it, to make it feel really worse for the other person. That's Nigerians for you. So coming to the voting patterns, see, it is not the last week of voting that determines the winner of the money. Don't even go there. It is not this last week voting that determines the winner. It's a combination of the voting that has been happening. It is the combination of noticing. Out of the 10 weeks, I can tell you for sure, 1,000% sure, Imisi won. If she was up in those 10 weeks, if she was up at all, if she was up. She won more than 70%. So what would happen? What will not happen in the last week? Except she's disqualified. Just like what happened to was that the Thatcher girl? Yeah. You all know that if Thatcher had gone to the finals, the last day of that particular episode, you know that Thatcher would have won, right? You guys know that, right? Because again, nowhere in the world that this Igbo girl from Imo State that won that season would have come close. Thatcher would have eclipsed her, but she was disqualified just the days before the last day of the Big Brother event for that particular season. Those names keeps coming and going. So please pardon me for that, but I know you know all of those tragedies. So I'm just telling you that it's a combination of votes from the beginning, from the day you were up, not even from the day you were up, from the day I mean, everybody has been up now. They more than once or twice, or even 3 times, they threw everybody up for possible eviction. So the list are the ones that they removed. I can tell you for free, more than 70 or 80% of the time that all the housemates were up, she came first. The week she wasn't even up for eviction. That's I think like 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. She wasn't up for eviction. She beat people who were up for eviction. You guys don't know the wave this lady has. That like the thing is I think it's somewhat luck. Frankly, it is not it's not a thing that you did. It's not a thing. Oh, you are struggling hard, Jason Jay, struggling hard. I want to win this. I want to win that. Oh, I'm brilliant. Whenever they bring up things for us to do, when I set it up, I show how brilliant I am. I'm directing this. I'm doing that. That is the kind of person that you could say Faith is. Nobody takes away anything from him. Brilliant, fantastic guy, but that's not. This show doesn't reward those kinds of people because they feel you are too braggadocious, you are too pompous. Very, very, very few times you could say, oh, because of how brilliant this person was or how intelligent this person was, that's the reason why he or she was rewarded. So let's put that in perspective. So let nobody, try to upturn anything because it is what it is. There's no sugarcoating it. Imisi is winning it. No, like there's no. I don't know how to put it. I'm not here to try to tell you whether Sultana has a chance, Diddy has a chance, Faze, Coin, Kola has a chance. I mean, but see where Imisi is, none have a chance. Even if they put together, because according to my charts, Sultana is stronger than Diddy. You'll be shocked. Isabella, Sultana, Diddy. These are the 3 ladies that has the highest number of votes in females. If you put these 3 people, their votes together, it will not get to Imisi's. I don't know. It's okay for you to disagree with me. I'm not saying this so that you would start, if you are supporting other housemates, you start feeling bad that you have dedicated your channel to Imisi now. Let's know you are an Imisi fan so that we can go and sleep. So whatever you post, if it's not Imisi, let's know that's what you have done. Oga, madam, no. I'm just giving you facts. You can bet on it. Imisi, except she decides to do something against Big Brother rules and then she gets disqualified before the last day, or something happens, she leaves the house. That is the only reason why Imisi will lose her opportunity or her chances to win the Big Brother house next week Sunday. That is if you no problem if you disagree with. If you disagree with me, no problem. It's normal to disagree with somebody, but trust me, based on my charts, based on what I have seen, I've also seen that Isabella is also strong, but she spoiled her show from the first 2-3 weeks when she was doing stuff with Keikumi. You know, that at the time she was doing stuff with Keikumi, you know, people started scouting and talking about her. Some people went ahead to dig out videos of she and her son. And people were not like, how can a mother be behaving like this on national TV? She can't even hold herself. Even recently, we saw her, you know, jumping on Queen's, you know, now that Keikumi is gone, you know, you see her going on Queen's bed and throwing herself on Queen, and then people started saying that that's the kind of person she is. That's the reason why she even have a son outside wedlock. Nobody's condemning her. I'm not condemning her, but again, these are Nigerians' mindsets. These are the emotional thing. Nigerians might be worse doing their own thing personally at home, doing their own thing outside their environment. Nigerians can be that judgmental. And then, but then when they see you on national TV, they tend to cast their morality on you and say you are not supposed to be doing this thing. That's Nigerians for you. Ho-ha. That's what they will tell you. This is what it should have been. You are a mother. What would your son be what would your son be thinking? Your son will go to school and then they will show her, you know, what you have been doing on live TV. What kind of lifestyle is this? Is this what you are going to teach your son? Only God knows what she has been teaching her son. Nigerians, of course, you know they are judgmental. So she spoiled her show from that period. Even though as soon as Keikumi left, she started doing other things. She you know, I don't know if you noticed that she got lost in the wind a little bit after Keikumi left. There was nothing anymore anybody can see about her on her that could keep her on the show. It's just, you know, her not coming up, you know, a bit for voting to happen because people were already angry about what she did. And that's part of also the reasons why Keikumi lost track of his game. I mean, we just all over each other, doing stuff on the duvet, even saying things as much as, you know, you guys have done this, done that in the house. So people were like, okay, you know what? Let's separate them. Okay, fine. Let's leave Isabella and take away this guy so that this girl can focus well. But then over time, we've seen a bit of her come out. But recently, the way she's been throwing herself at Queen and saying things like, and Queen was even saying things like to her, like, you are sounding to me like you're a sugar mommy. So you can imagine the what kind of character and behavior she must have exuded around him, or the things that she must have said to him, you know, that would most likely get to be a huge problem. Aside that, you also have Sultana. Sultana, of course, has got kids outside, once married, but she also has, you know, her own game all checked. One of the major highlights of her event is what also happened recently, where she decided not to save anybody. She had the power to save somebody, at least just save somebody. It's not going to, you're already in the finals, right? So if you are saving somebody, it is just the person's luck, you know. So she didn't save anybody. She said she doesn't want to save anybody. She wants to keep her power to herself. What does that tell you? Guy, this is a game. And that's a you could say that's a superpower of a gamer. No, you don't want a situation where you go and save somebody who would eventually go and win the money. At that, of course, you are in the house, you don't know what's going on outside. Nobody knows the extent of the strengths anybody has or some people have. So you don't want a situation where you will go and save somebody who would eventually win the money, whereas they're actually going to go out by Sunday. So that's, for me, what she was thinking. At some point, you have to, beyond the razzmatazz of joining or feeling that, okay, you are with somebody, they are your friends. You have to also think that this is a game. They may be your friends afterwards, but trust me, those people in Big Brother Nigeria house, I hope they all know they are not friends. So that you are locked in the same environment with somebody, living in one house, cooking, eating, bathing, sleeping in one location, does not mean that they are your friends. Go and check other periods on other seasons. That after the so-called events, after the so-called Big Brother seasons, people go their separate ways. They only meet again, maybe probably when they have an event. Maybe somebody is doing a party in town, and it's just like, you know what, come for appearance, the appearance fee, maybe 500K, 1 million naira. That's what that's what most of them, you know, the appearance fee. When there's an event happening, they want you to be at the event because your face or your personality drives crowd, or maybe would make the event pop. So they call you in, maybe give you, I mean, neighborhood of 1 to 5 million, depending on whatever agreement that has been made. So it could be that, you know, there's another way, another source of you making money. So that you are in the house doesn't mean that you are friends. And trust me, there are people who have seemingly been close in the house, and when they go out, you see that those people who thought that they were friends in the house, you know, when they go outside the house, they become stark enemies. They become enemies for days and for ages. So what am I going with this? Where am I going with this? I'm saying clearly that what Sultana did, and I see a lot of people condemning her, saying that she shouldn't have done that. Come on, she has friends in the house, at least people who, what are the saying, and the so-called power, you know, that she wields, so-called, does not in any way affect the game in such a way that it will directly affect her. But again, you could say that, look, you don't know what's going on, and she doesn't want to save anybody, even though she told Isabella to join her in the lounge where it's actually slated for head of house. She said she doesn't want to, and then she was lonely. All the people who were up, all the people who were up were angry with her in some way. People thought that, you know, she's the kind of person who's a friendly person, but with that move, she proves her intention that, look, she really doesn't like anybody in the house, for her not to be able to save somebody, you know, in the house. So it does look like that. So, I mean, nobody should pin anything bad on her that she has basically done. But I think she has held herself higher in terms of respect than Isabella. And when it comes to morality, respect, yes, of course, nobody's judging anybody. No, I mean, we're all, you know, pencil in the hands of God. But then if you want to put it from the eyes of Nigerians who are looking at morality, respect, you know, and all that, people always want to point towards Sultana a lot better, even though she has had some drama in her personal life, which she has, you know, almost always shared, and said it was her stubbornness that made her left, or made her leave her marriage. It's that crazy. Anyways, so for other lady, Diddy, slim, fantastic, good looking lady, who frankly don't have any blemish. You know, you can't point at anything untoward and say, well, I pin it on her. Like, she's free from that chaotic morality drama thing, you know. But again, she has always expressed herself to Big Brother as someone who wants to be a perfectionist because of the family that she came from, you know. But I saw on Twitter the other day, some persons were saying some things along the lines of she travels around the world and she's the one that paid the house rent that where her mother lives, and they leave. How does she make that money? She's a whore, for crying out loud. Where does she get the money from that she uses to be able to travel around the world? And a lot of persons came after her. A lot of persons came after her, bombing the person that said that, and started saying that, look, I mean, who are you to now try to search her life? Who are you to be the judge of her life? Like, she says she did that. Who told you that? And some people started saying that she has businesses. She's an entrepreneur. 25 years, young at heart. She's an entrepreneur. She has a fashion line that pays those bills. So, but again, it's the person was actually saying that when she was speaking to Big Brother about how her life should be a perfect, because her mom will be feeling that she may have done something wrong in the house, and she's not also proud about the things that she's done, even though, some persons will say, well, when you say you've done something in the house, what is it? Is it kissing? Is it hugging? Is it sleeping under the duvet with somebody? Or is there something that's happened that she thinks people know? Because like it or leave it, forget all these things that TV shows you. There are things that happen in the house that is not being broadcast. Several things. When Culture came out the other day and was saying some things like that, like they use condom for house. What do you think he was referring to? They use condom for house. That consistent knacks they happen for the house, that he doesn't think that people use condoms. People rarely use condoms in the house. They don't use condoms in the house. And so because of that, he thinks that condoms are not even safe, because if it's there, but sometimes they don't use it. When you get into that duvet, there's largely nothing you can see. Maybe movement here and there, yeah. You've seen a few, but you can't see. You can't really tell. So that's why sometimes you have to hear from the mouths of people who are in the house for you to really know what's going on in the house. So the things that TV shows are not necessarily what happens. What about the bathroom? They don't show that. But people birth together in the bathroom. And sometimes, you wouldn't go and start saying things that you saw to a housemate. You guys are in the same house. It's not as if you are a saint. We've seen Bright Morgan relationship. And Bright is is already having issues with his girlfriend, who's an American. I heard that the Bright Morgan's girlfriend was saying that she is going to release certain statements later. I don't know whether that statement has been released. I think a few days ago, Bright came out and was hurling all sorts of praise on his girlfriend, that look, whatever happened in the house should have been in the house. Because he knows the relationship between Bright and Mide was unbelievable, was stunning. I didn't see it coming, but Mide was the one that even, threw the first shot at him, telling him a fine boy, and then they got together. And severally, Mide has tried to say a few things that they did that she's not proud of to other housemates. And sometimes when she realizes herself, she just gasps back and said, "Now let me not say it because I'm on live TV." But trust me, you cannot say Mide and Bright did not do things under the sheets. So, but again, that is not even the issue. The issue is with this lady I was talking about Didi. Beautiful girl. Fantastic for TV. Her face is unbelievable. It's the kind of faces that you see and you want to watch over and over again. She's going to be good for acting. If she can go into acting, that would be good for her. But again, there are people who say that she should drop that morality thing that she's trying to push to the public, that it's not going to work for her. That most people who know her outside know what she does to make her money. But then, who are you to judge? The hell are you to judge? You're not God, you're not Jesus. So if you're not God, you're not Jesus. So if you're not a saint, so keep it. Let's be sure that everybody has fallen short of the glory. So let everybody just be doing their thing. So know that their life is broadcasted on TV. Doesn't mean that if your own is even shown on TV for just 2 days, you will not see the bad things that you are doing. In this life, that's even worse than what you are even condemning. So but again, that's the life. Now, person own people they condemn, wait and see. Like you say in the Nigerian parlance, not thief where they catch be thief. Thief when they no catch, not saints. Is that crazy? Anyways, so for the other lady, Isabella, I have spoken about her. She's the one that she spoiled her show with Keikumi, and so people don't really think she's that up there. Sultana, you'll be shocked. People from Adamawa State, yeah, Sultana, she can actually be in the top 3. She can actually be in the top 3. She's already in the finals. You never could tell. Anything is possible. Then Zita, I'm even shocked she's still in the house. I'm shocked she's still in the house. Really, because what she did, pouring a plate with Indomie, or is it spaghetti, on another housemate, that's violence. That's outright violence. In fact, that she's still in the house is still a miracle. Big Brother has overlooked a lot of things these days, but I trust me. I hope Big Brother still doesn't, because again, a decision to tarnish somebody's time in the house comes from like a group decision. It's not like one person just says, "Oh, to do this," and it happens. But trust me, that thing she did requires somewhat disqualification. There's no give you a strike or give you two strike or give you last chance. Violence is not accepted. You can do whatever you want to do, but when you start being you throw something, and this is not the first time. She has actually used a pot to hit Mide. Like, what kind of anger is that? And people are saying, look, this is anger issue that she has. If she does not know this, somebody should please tell her about it, so that she sometimes our lives are mirrored by the few things that we think we are, but when people mirror it, it tends to be totally different. And so I don't think what people have said should be swept under the carpet. She should watch her anger. Everybody's got, you will be offended by somebody, right? You will be offended by people, right? But then what you do after being offended is what really categorizes or makes you who you are. Like they always say, that the things that happen to you are more or less 70% of how you react to it. You are the reaction of the things that happen to you. Yes, you are. The person you really are is not you reacting. Is the things that happen, the reaction of things that you do, that you react to, is what truly the essence of who you are. And sometimes we should watch what we react to, watch what makes us move, because those are the kinds of things that can get us either into trouble or make us better people, or maybe get us high up there. So these are my analysis on the ladies who are popping in that house. But trust me, put all those ladies together, none of those people's votes will be as substantial as what Imisi's vote is going to be. Trust me. I don't see any of the ladies being threat to her. I don't even see any of the guys being threat to him, because again, I've checked the lineup. Mensah is not really a threat. It's just that he's not been up for a while because he won that opportunity to be in the finals from way back. Faith, I've used this channel to do your own analysis. Go and check. I've done stories on Faith. I've done stories on Sultana. I've done stories on Zita. I've done stories on Diddy. I've done stories on, guy. All the stories I've done in Imisi, gladly outpace all of them. And this is my own simple test. Apart from other things I have done, I have checked also. But this is a new channel. I want you to go and check by yourself. Nobody, none of the housemates will come close. It's a win. It's a win, and no two ways about it. And congratulations to her. But again, what I would like to see is who comes second. Frankly, this is the first time I'm not even, just like Ilebaye's period. Ilebaye's, I knew was going to be Ilebaye. There was no way they were going to give the money to the girl that won again the last time, who would come and win again. We knew that Ilebaye was going to win it because she was bullied by those so-called superstars that year. So that particular season, that was the season I know. Just like, of course, the season at FA won. There's a certain level of prediction you could get. But this is the first time I'm thinking that I want to know who will come second, because the thing is tough. I want to know who will come second. And you'll be shocked that it could be two ladies in the finals. It might not be even two guys. It might be two ladies. It might be Sultana or Diddy that might be in the finals. It might not be a guy and a girl. It might not be Faith. because people are start seeing Faith as somebody who is a bully, and that they don't like bullies. Nigerians, even though they are bullies, sometimes they tend not to appreciate bullies and appreciate what they do, so to speak. So it's interesting, to see what happens in this season. I want to know who comes second. I want to know who comes third. I don't know who your favorite is or your favorite are, but again, trust me, this is my personal analysis. I might be wrong, but I need you to put your comments in the section. I will be on there to check what you have got. All right. I'll always love to hear from you too. Tomorrow it will be the last day or last Sunday before the final Sunday, which will be next week. But again, I'm rooting. It's not like it's my choice to root for Imisi. It's not like Imisi is my choice. It's just the analysis of what I have seen. So don't excuse it or don't make it look like, oh, I'm supporting Imisi. No, but giving the numbers, giving the analysis, giving everything, compare the history of Big Brother, like nothing will happen. Imisi is a winner, so don't even bother. All right, I'll see you on the other side. Talk to you next. And thank you for following this channel. Thank you for pressing the subscribe button. Share this with every one of your friends out there. I'll almost always love to hear from you. Thank you. God bless. See you on the next one. By the way, there are other videos that I have done on Imisi that I'll put it on this video so that you know. All right, I'll put them. The videos I've done of her in this past few days that blew up. Like one was over 2,000 views. The other had over 70 comments, and so much. So I want you to just check it out. I would love to, hear from you as well. So I could drive this through. Thank you. I appreciate. See you on the next one. Cheers now. Trending live now on Nigeria's X. BBNaija, of course, has stolen all our trends in the last 60 days. So let's see what happens, because we're headed to the finale. And Imisi and Faith, I begin to think that Imisi and Faith are going to be the two finalists. The guys who are going to be on the left, and then the other person be on the right. And maybe at the end of the day, Imisi wins. What do you think? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But here's an update for you on BBNaija, especially as it concerns Imisi. Imisi has been training really alongside Faith. BBNaija season 10. Imisi Anyawale and Faith Adewale feud deepens amid Sultana Farida's head of Housemate. In Big Brother Naija season 10, housemates Imisi Anyawale and Faith Adewale's alliance fractures after Imisi recounts Faith poking her and removing her awards, leading her to vow limited interaction. Sultana Farida wins the Week 9 Head of House Challenge, securing her finale spot and selecting Isabella Georgewell as a guest without saving any nominees, with 11 housemates competing for the 3 finale positions. And voting closing Thursday at 10 p.m. WAT, fans intensify campaigns for Imisi, Faith, Isabella, and Sultana. There's a lot that's actually going to be leaving the house. I don't know. I still believe Faith is going to be in the house, and Imisi is going to be in the house. Diddy is going to be in the house. Not sure about Isabella. Not sure about. I'm not sure about Kola. But you know what? I mean, I'm just ready for the finale. I think the finale usually 6 or 7 persons that goes to the final. So they still have like 5 more housemates to leave the house. So it's possible that there will be an eviction by Saturday night, after the Saturday night party, just like they did last week or last 2 weeks. And then they're going to do another eviction again on Sunday, and then leaving the top 6 or top 7 to go to the final. And then anybody who wins, But again, I predicted Imisi from the beginning and Dinari. But now that Dinari is gone, Imisi might clinch it. She looks like somebody who is strong. She looks like somebody who is who is strategic, even though she might seem sometimes oblivious or not in control of certain situations, but it's different with her, unlike the other persons. But I think Imisi might just nip it over Faith. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Let's just even see what people are saying in the comments. So far, let's see what we have here with the reactions, because it does look like she blocked the conversation she was trying to have, or Faith was trying to have with her on Sunday, and so it all felt like there's some sort of feud between she and Faith. Blessed says Faith could later choke on Imisi's matter. He's trying to poke her for reactions to get her disqualified. The same thing he did to Culture, Victory, and Bright. I'm glad Imisi clocked him. I wish Imisi can start singing and dancing every time he tries to poke her again. Good point. Good point. I mean, after all, everything is a game. If Faith thinks the lady is a strong candidate, I mean, you could do anything to make them disqualify her, because it will be to your advantage, isn't it? That's how life works. After all, they are all there for the game. They're all there for the money. So you wouldn't be looking at somebody who is your rivalry, a staunch one, and then want to keep them up. You just want to do something to make them, sad, disqualified, so you can get the money. Yeah, I think Faith knows. I don't know what is giving him that possible instinct that the lady is so strong outside, but I think Faith is beginning to find out that this girl is so strong that she might be the person who would undo my chances of winning the money. What do you think? Seriously. So elsewhere, we're seeing other people reacting. Lavish says, I love how she's ignoring the pencil case. Carrying a word from someone's locker is bottom barrel behavior. Okay, people are saying, look, they appreciate her for not moving. I mean, sometimes when you poke people and you lose at the poking, the hate goes to you. So that's what's going to happen to Faith. People are now seeing that really he's the kind of guy that want to poke you to do some things, and then and hope that you fall for it. And so if they say that you are the person who you are poking is not falling for it, the hate tends to go to the person who's trying to poke, because you come off like someone who is intimidating somebody and who is bullying somebody. And God help you, Nigerians label you as somebody who pokes. Remember, this is a platform that doesn't filter anything. I say anything and everything and anything. As long as it's is fair, it's fair say. I don't edit, I don't edit the videos. I just do it and post it. I just feel it's gonna be quicker, better for everyone, because it's trend. As after this hour, I don't know what's gonna trend next hour or next 2 hours, next 3 hours. So stick around if you want to know what's going on across Nigeria's Twitter, what people are talking about on Twitter, because it trends every day and it bleeds words. Let's go with this. Also, Amaka says, good one, Imisi, for deliberately choosing to avoid him and not give him audience. Her ignoring him is what continues to irk him. He should stay forever pressed. Wow, just want to enter. God bless Imisi for ignoring Faith like the fool that he is. Mr. Custodian says, at all costs, stay out of trouble. That's the best thing to do. Just avoid him. Siono says, yes, baby girl, he should keep running mad on his own. In Imisi, you gossiped about Faith with Kola on the swings after their diary session. You gossiped about him with Isabella 2 nights ago on the swing, saying she was irritated by his talks. You did the same thing with Zita last night after the HOH task, and you are still doing it again with Kola. Rest. And of course, there will be people who would come at this Lady Chidi. Yeah, Lady in Red, Lady Chidi. That's Lady in Red, Lady Chidi. Okay, I'm sure there are people who are going to come at that particular person. Let's check out this person who has responded to that particular tweet. At least you can count how many times Imisi talked about him. Can you count how many times your psychopath and lifeless fake doctor talked about her? Alandawo mo. Cry all you want, baby girl. Imisi is not even ready to give him highlights. That is hungry him. That's hungry in him. To say it like that. Crazy. They come back and says, Faith does not talk about Imisi. Why should he talk about a non-entity like her? Provide the video of lies she is telling Kola if he's sure for you. Otherwise, they are pure lies and nothing more. Hashtag BBNaija. He continues by saying, donate your tears here. Dr. Faith is collecting tears this morning. Vote for Dr. Faith. One man army faith. The money is faithful. It's like you people want God to help me punish you, Abby. Your obsessed favorites has been talking about her almost every day in that house, even do family meetings on her head. But she can't complain. As of yesterday, Mensan and Jason were complaining about how he talks down on her. Both you and Faith are mad. Crazy, crazy Twitter. It is unfiltered. I ain't holding anything bad or back. So please endeavor to subscribe just in case you want or need more of this fun. I appreciate it. See you in the next one. Hi everyone. Trending on Twitter live right now. Imisi and Menson. I was a little bit confused why Imisi and Menson was trending on Twitter. So I needed to check that out. But it happens that it's nothing really serious. Well, it started from Golden Penny Pasta posting about the fact that the three-member team of Imisi, Mensa, and Kola had won their game, Team Spaghettini, at the 2025 Golden Penny Pasta Tax Champions. Congratulations, Imisi, Kola, and Mensa. You guys performed wonderfully well. So that actually sparked the trend. So a lot has been said about both of these guys. So since that yesterday they won, there's been this back and forth about both of them. They both were singing Adekunle's song together. They sang every damn song. I think some of the most popular Adekunle Gold songs were sung by these two persons, and it was something beautiful, to watch and to see. This is what actually the Golden Penny Pasta posted. This is it. I'm sure you're going to see it on this platform shortly. So let's just check with what's going on, what people are saying regarding this too. Mensan love this Imisi so much. Guy genuinely likes Imisi, no faking. Please vote only Imisi. Okay. Imisi and Mensan, they win tasks together, cook deliciously together, sing love songs together. Ooh, okay. This is from La Paris Beli. The day I started seeing Mensan as a good friend to Imisi was during that spoon haste saga. The way he dismissed everyone that came to him to report Imisi, hoping they both badmouth her. He was even defending her. I see that too. Jesu Tofumi says, Imisi and Mensan don't even know Adekunle Gold is supporting them. Both of them like his music, especially Imisi. I pray a link up happen after the show. My babe deserves. Okay, they're already shipping this too. Fans, they can't ship things. God help you if Nigerians get it from mind to ship with somebody. You are gone. You find yourself even dreaming about the person without your knowledge. I'm telling you, Nigerians, hey, don't be smarting. Naza says, whatever Imisi and Mensans are cooking up looks interesting. Okay, guys. Okay, so congratulations, Team Spaghettini, Kola, Imisi, and Mensan. Just look at Imisi. Indeed, we're looking at that. Okay. Let's see other reactions on this platform. Okay, see. He is very pained. Mensan shared his story. Mensan lives rent-free in the head of Jealousy J. That's Jason J. Imisi lives rent-free in the head of the Dokita. These two are not happy with Mensan, the winner, and Imisi, the first runner-up of the season. Okay. I mean, I'm not sure anybody should be in the house to please anybody. That it is not your father's house. If you want to be pleased, go to your house and then hopefully buy some pleasing. Imisi continues singing Rude Boy song. Mensan, let me be your lover tonight. Imisi, be my maga. Please vote. Please vote me. Vote Imisi. Imisi and Mensan vibing to Adekunle music. Adekunle, come and see your faves. Oh, I love it. At BBNaija, this person that is Imisi Oluwa, big sister. Who else likes how Mensan likes Imisi? A side caller, I think he's the next person who likes her genuinely. He acts like he sees beyond the surface of Imisi. Wow. And you go to your house, they see surfaces. Now, wow. People can see things, so don't be sporting. That's a good one. BBN Captain says, Imisi, I wish Big Brother can just cancel this workout. Mensan, it's good though. If you don't do workout, you will run mad in this place. Imisi now says, Big Brother, I want you to copy this. I already have 6-pack. Imisi can be crazy sometimes. Really funny girl. Imisi and Mensan, AG's angels. Y'all didn't tell us that Mensan and Imisi look so cute together. See chemistry, physics, and biology in between them. Imisi, my left ventricle. Kwesi Pablo is speaking. Kola, Imisi, and Mensan aced this round. Team Spaghettini. Mensan and Imisi singing together while Mensan drums. See him smiling to Imisi's beautiful voice. Please vote, Imisi. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Oh, wow. 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 These two guys, I hope you guys don't sing into bed. Anyway, I guess it's over. Supporting artists. Hey, wahala. I don't think I won't go. Dengue. That's what love they start to. What did Rihanna say love was again? You better find love in a better place. Love in a beautiful place. Love in beautiful place or love in weird place. You find a life in both place. You find love in a hopeless place. You find love in a hopeless place. Bing, 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 bing. Omo, you don't reach, you don't reach. Two of them. Guy can find love in hopeless places. Anyway, I don't think Big Brother House is a hopeless place. Maybe this time around it's a hopeful place. Find love in a hopeful place. By the time you win the money, you know that it's a hopeful place. Imisi and Mensan. But they look good somehow. Whoa. How far now? Tell me what you guys think. Imisi and Mensan having fixed fingers, holding hands together, and singing Westlife, My Love. Oh, okay. What are we doing? Does this guy make you want to like maths? Whatever, man. City Boy says, congratulations to Team Spaghettini, Kola, Imisi, and Mensan are winning the task tonight. Let's make sure she gets this congratulations on day 72 when she is announced winner. Let's keep voting. Imisi and Mensan, please now. Imisi says Big Brother should cancel the morning workout. Biggie, do you copy? I already have 6 packs. I don't see your 6-pack for fronts. Damn it. Adekunle, he says, Imisi is so mad for that her celebration. Laugh out loud. Also, I hope Rude Boy now feels stupid for earlier. Congratulations to Imisi, Kola, and Manson. Imisi fans, is it everybody that's not a good friend to Imisi? From Face to Kebobo to Kola. In the morning, Kola in the afternoon. Big Kebobo, waiting be una problem ya gaga. It will soon be Isabella Manson and Rude Boy's turn. Imisi doesn't have faults to you people. What are the odds that Imisi and Manson are singing Adekunle Gold's era and he's out here rooting loudly for them? I hope Imi stars know the importance of midnight votes. If you relax, just know other fans are going all out for their faves. Please vote Imisi tonight. Mosveen Babi says, I must listen to Westlife's playlist today, courtesy of Imisi and Manson. Bros, Adekunle Good, your Imisi and Manson repping you well tonight, though. Who is this goat now? A Manson fan from where to where now? By Mchwa. Vote for Imisi, oh. Jeez. Fans can crazily go bonkers when it comes to Big Brother Naija. It's the fanning is fanning. Oh no! Taye Lolu says, I know what happened. When Kebubu was done cooking, he said something about Imisi still being there and something else. I didn't hear. Manson heard, and when Imisi came, Manson told her, Wahala. Adekunle Gold should adopt Manson and Imisi because they are always singing his songs. Adekunle Gold's AG Baby's kids just vibed to his music this evening. Voila. Are we ready for this? Oh, damn it. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think they look good together? Tell me, I want to know. Who are you rooting for? Who are you voting for? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you as always. It's trending on X and we are not editing anything. Not at all. See you in the next one. Cheers. This is trending on X right now. And it involves Imisi. Imisi Ayewale confronts Kola over game sabotage in BBNaija season 10. Remember, if it is trending on X, then it is here on YouTube. Imisi Ayewale has just confronted Kola over game sabotage in BBNaija season 10. On day 58 of Big Brother Naija season 10, housemate Imisi Ayewale confronted her ally Kola in the kitchen, accusing him of undermining her chances by telling others she has strong external support that could reduce votes. How did he know that? I think he was just guessing, or second guessing, or, just trying to pull a string. Kola responded by calling her irritating and stating their bond is over. Amidst brother house tensions during a group task, as weeknight voting concluded on September 25th, 2025, fans rallied support for Imisi ahead of the October 2nd finale. It's actually October 5th, not 2nd. Okay. Imisi Oloa, apply more pressure, my people. Apply more pressure. Okay. So it is that crazy out there. So this one says everyone talks at the arena, but when it's Imisi, that's when it becomes a problem. You feel it's normal? Vote Imisi, less than 2 hours to go. Vote Didi, Kola and Didi during the whole fight. They were so overwhelmed. All right, look at that. Kola says Imisi doesn't have any problem because she's going to make the finals, but Imisi tells him to stop it. She doesn't like him saying that. Ooh, okay. I mean, these are just ways to rile up your colleagues, okay, or your fellow housemates. These are normal things that people would say. But then again, I understand the game that Imisi is playing. He doesn't want a situation where it reduces her vote by saying that she's already strong. You know, when you say you're already strong, then people can, that's okay, she's already strong, people are already voting for her, so then nobody's going to now vote. So it's a game, okay? Everybody plays their own game the way that they feel deemed fit. So anything is possible. Anything is possible.